So in part C, we're told that the cost of making a smoothie is 20 pesos, and we're told that the total profit is simply the total income minus the total cost of making them. So in part 1, we need to show that the profit is given by this function. So we simply need to use the fact that the profit is the income. So the income is going to be n times the number of n times the cost, n times the price of a smoothie. So that will simply be the price of a smoothie can be written as n times. So well, let's just say n times x to start with. The profit will be n times x, and then we minus 20 times the number of smoothies we make. So we can say that n is simply this, so that's how many they make. So we can simplify with an x, so that will simply be 40,000 over x. And then we subtract 20 times the number n. So again, 20 times 40,000 will be 800,000. So we have shown it over x squared. In part 2, we need to find the derivative of this function. Well, we simply have to use the power rule here. So this will be minus 40,000 times x to the minus 2. And then plus 2 times 800,000. So that will be, well, 1, 6, and then 5 zeros times by x to the minus 3, like this. And in part 3, we need to find for what value of x this is going to be equal to 0. So, well, we could do this algebraically, but that's going to be kind of tricky, I would say. So what we should do, I think, is go into our calculator and then plot this function. So minus 40,000 x to the power of minus 2 plus 123 x to the power of minus 3. Okay, well, we cannot really see all that much. So what we could do is increase the boundary. So window settings. Let's make x min 0. Let's make this like 150. Then let's make y min like minus 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's make x max 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, we could see if our calculator can already find a 0 here. So there we go, there's the 0. So our 0 is when x is equal to 40. Then in part 4, we need to find the profit when the number of smoothies sold is maximized. So all we need to do here is plug in 40 into this formula. So 40 over 40 minus 800,000 over 40 squared. Oh no, well, we could find the profit, but what we want to find is the number sold. So if we just want to find the number sold, all we need to do is do 40,000 divided by 40 squared. Simply use the initial formula, where it's as a function of the price we sell. And we see that at this point we sell 25 smoothies. And if we would have plugged it into this formula, well, then we would have found the profit. But the question was asking for the number of smoothies sold when the profit is maximized. It was never actually asking for the maximum profit.